So it's been long awaited, but Claude Computer Use is finally here. I think this is the moment Claude Code completely destroys OpenClaw and also brings a lot of power to knowledge workers. I think this may change everything, but let's get started. I'm going to show you how you can set it up in 1 minute and then do a quick test, and then we can talk about some of the implications for you, your life, and business. So OpenClaw really had like 5 key innovations that really made it different. So one was that it was always on. It wasn't just something that you had to turn on. You could just leave it always on. You can message it from your phone. They had this cool thing called a soul file. They had persistent memory, and then they also had the ability to take control of your computer. And that was really what I think made OpenClaw so amazing, is that it did all 5 of these new leaps forward all at once. But with Claude, they now have the ability for background agents. You can message from your phone, and there's now a Telegram bridge and other pieces like that. Maybe you have to do a little extra configuring, but you have to do that extra configuring with OpenClaw as well. So it's pretty much the same. And then with Claude, you could take the soul.md and use it in the claw.md. Also, people are starting to do more and more advanced repos in Claude. So I think that Claude's actually starting to win here versus the OpenClaw community. Also, Claude has now added more memory features. So I think Claude Code now has all the same memory functionality, if not better, than OpenClaw. Finally, with this computer use, this is the last thing that OpenClaw still had that made it better than Claude Code. Once again, right now, it's only view only. The moment they switch on edit and turn this on for all Claude members, I think it's going to be insane. And at the same time, OpenClaw is not as secure. OpenClaw just inherently has some security flaws that just makes it not possible for business users or other people that have sensitive data, whereas Claude Code doesn't have those issues. You do have to think about security, but if everything's local to your machine and you're not having to use a VPN or the Apple Minis or whatever else and communicate with it some way, then there's a lot less surface area for other attacks from hackers. Okay, so before we get started, you do have to use Claude Code on a Mac. I think that's going to be brought to PC very soon. I had to borrow my girlfriend's Mac so that I could test this. And also you need to be in the Claude app. It doesn't work in Visual Studio or in other tools. And you also have to be in Claude Code. So, at the top there's Claude Chat, Claude Cowork. You need to be in Claude Code. One other thing that you want to do is within the Claude settings, if you go to General, by the way, you may have to update Claude so that you can see this, because I didn't see it the first time, but then I updated and then I was able to see it in Claude. But there's just these 2 settings right here. So it's computer use. So you want to make sure that's toggled on, and then unhide apps. When Claude finishes, you also want to toggle that. And then if there's any apps that you want to make sure Claude cannot access for security reasons or whatever else, you can click this. But for the most part, I recommend watching Claude as it's being in use. But if you're going to start leaving it unattended, you can consider adding some apps that you don't want it to have access to. All right, so just to demonstrate how this can work, I'm just going to ask Claude for something really basic. I'm just going to ask it if it can open Reddit and Hacker News for me on my computer. I know this is really basic and straightforward, but for me this is cool because this is the first time I've ever had Claude actually open something for me or do something on my computer instead of it being me approving it or basically having to have it generate code that then executes it. So I think this is still a cool thing, and hopefully the beginning of more to come. All right, so all that Claude asks now is it asks if it can use this app. So I'm just going to approve. All right, and then it did succeed in opening up Reddit and also Hacker News. So this is very cool to have the first moment where Claude has taken control of my computer and the interface and then taking action on my behalf. So I know it was a very basic example, but I think this is going to have a big implication because there's a lot of times where you need different things on your computer. You need to be able to interact with weird apps or review hidden documents or other things like that that aren't available via API. And so I think that now with this Claude Computer Use, it's going to open up a lot of those use cases. I'm also super excited about them adding edit. At this moment in this new release, it's only available to view things on the computer. But as soon as they open up edit as well, it's going to be really crazy. All right, so let's talk about 2 things: human knowledge workers and then also OpenClaw. Because those are 2 things that I think a lot of the hype around AI is tied to, like, will Claude replace knowledge workers? And then if you're super into AI, you know that OpenClaw's been all the rage, and is Claude Code going to catch up and beat OpenClaw? So when I look at like a human knowledge worker, I think that there's really 3 things that they are doing. One of which is create, where they might type, they might code, they might write, they might create art. They communicate, they talk with their manager, they talk with their users, their customers, they talk with each other, they talk with the team. And they also operate. So they may take over a computer and they may do different things. I think that even though right now it's a little bit messy, because for example, it is possible to do communication with like 11 labs via voice. But right now humans are still the primary human voice is still the most used in business, even if the technology is there, the adoption and the integration across society is not. But I think this is the last piece where if Claude is able to take control of your computer and it can create things and it can communicate on your behalf, it's pretty much a knowledge worker. And then the other thing is if you analyze what the cost difference is. So what surprised me is that on Glassdoor, they said the average knowledge worker was making about $112,000. Now this is based in the US, and I think maybe they're defining knowledge worker as somebody that's like highly credentialed, maybe has 20 years of experience, maybe it's a bit higher. But if you're having to decide if you're going to hire one of these people, and then you also factor in not just their salary, but their benefits and the office and equipment, the total cost is about $145,000. And then there's also some other factors that need to be factored in because obviously they're humans. But when you actually take a look at this, what Claude is offering plus 11 labs, so you could actually have your own, the cost is basically getting to where you could have your own AI virtual employee as a knowledge worker. And this Claude Computer Use really is what unlocks it, in my opinion. Because once you can just throw an AI agent where it takes over a computer and it can communicate and it can build and it can chat and you can talk with it on a voice, it's not that different from a human that's using it. In fact, probably in a lot of ways, it's better. So overall, I think this is really cool technology. There may be some aspects of this that sound negative, right? To say, oh, we're about to have knowledge workers displaced. But what I've seen over and over again is that knowledge workers that take advantage of this AI and basically just employ teams and teams of AI agents to work with them are doing really well. And I think that those people will not be replaced. In fact, I think that their salaries will go up and employers will hire more of them. And the main thing you just have to do is you have to learn the tool. So that's why we set up AI Impact to quickly take business users who aren't used to the AI tools. Maybe you're just chatting with ChatGPT or Claude, but you want to become a power user where you can have tens or hundreds of AI agents working on your behalf at all times. All this fun stuff you talk about with OpenClaw can now be done with Claude Code, if not in a more secure way and in a more scalable way. So reach out and let us know if you have any cool use cases you found with computer use, and we'll see you in the next video.